The media treatment of Craig Kelly, the Liberal backbencher who canvasses the use of the drugs ivermectin and hydroxychloroquine to treat COVID. We highlighted how journalists targeted Kelly without addressing the substance of his claims. We thought we'd done a reasonable job in demonstrating this, but it turns out that Paul Barry from the ABC's Media Watch program demonstrated our point far better than we did, albeit inadvertently.
It's now almost a month since Australia's Chief Medical Officer called out Liberal MP Craig Kelly for peddling dodgy COVID cures, undermining our health authorities and raising suspicions over the vaccine. Sky has regularly given Kelly airtime to tout unproven treatments he claims can beat COVID-19. The head lice drug ivermectin and the anti-malaria drug hydroxychloroquine.
Peddling dodgy cures, undermining our health authorities, rubbishing the experts. What about addressing Kelly's claims? Barry also cheered on opposition frontbencher Tanya Plibersek for supposedly holding Kelly to account.
But the next day, a leading opposition member did call the MP out.
My mum lives in your electorate and I don't want her exposed to people who are not going to be vaccinated because of these crazy conspiracy theories that you're spreading.
But Barry and the ABC clipped down that exchange. Listen to the bits they cut out.
Did you hear about Professor Clancy? You've got to listen to our most senior immunologist, Tanya. It's Professor Robert Clancy. Listen to him. Go and get his stuff. Read what he's saying. Today, in the Sydney Morning Herald, he has said...
Craig Kelly was referring to a Sydney Morning Herald article last week by immunologist Robert Clancy, Emeritus Professor at the University of Newcastle School of Biomedical Sciences and Pharmacy, who supports the use of ivermectin and hydroxychloroquine to treat COVID. We told you this last week, but in his 7-minute segment on Monday, Paul Barry did not mention this op-ed or Clancy for that matter. Were he and his team of 9 researchers and producers unaware of it? Presumably, they were also unaware of Clancy's interview last Thursday with Liam Bartlett on Perth's 6PR.
The data is crystal clear. It's overwhelmingly in support of the fact that ivermectin and hydroxychloroquine are of significant benefit when used early in disease. He's rung me. I've spoken to him on the phone, but I've never met Craig Kelly. I don't know Craig Kelly, and a lot of his views I don't understand and probably don't agree with. But the ones that really seem to be the current focus on the treatment is the using ivermectin or hydroxychloroquine. He, in my view, is absolutely right.
Enlightening stuff, isn't it? And it's puzzling that Paul Barry and his team never stumbled across Clancy's interview with Paul Turton on Friday either, because after all, that was on the ABC.
That there's overwhelming evidence that hydroxychloroquine works. I think, as I understand it, Mr. Kelly has actually followed a lot of the literature. And I think he understands that. No one wants to see a disturbance of the rollout of the vaccine. Please don't confuse my thoughts and views with anything against vaccination. I believe both are needed, vaccination and early treatment, because not everyone is going to be protected by a vaccine. Not everyone is going to have a vaccine for different reasons, and you're going to need early treatment.
So once again, in targeting Kelly and other people in the media like Sky News who have reported him fairly, Paul Barry was denying his viewers, ABC audiences, the relevant information. It was an unbalanced account of events. Paul Barry's doing exactly the same sort of thing that he's supposed to be calling out. As for Clancy himself, here's what he said about Kelly.
He, in my view, is absolutely right. And, you know, it's really sad when people start dragging the guy apart. It's bad enough when you drag someone apart on facts, but if you do it without the facts and without understanding what the argument is, it's disappointing.